Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom YouTube channel ahead of Gameweek 36 deadline. Of course, we're live. Of course we're going to be live. As always, this will be a dual stream live on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm just going to adjust that light as it's a little bit too bright for my eyes. But yeah, we're here. Gameweek 36, the final 3 weeks of the season. Things are getting a little bit tasty, I can't lie. Plenty of injuries. Double game week next week as well. So lots of planning and preparation has to go into these final few weeks if you want to do well. Maybe finish above your mates, maybe finish on a good ranking, or maybe you're just here just to have some jokes, banter. Who knows? Who knows? Right, I can already see we've got Offcore in the YouTube chat. How you doing, man? He is a channel member. Also, a Turkey in a Bush, another channel member on the YouTube channel. He says, how's Edison looking? It will be back-to-back. It will be back for the double. What are your thoughts on Sells? No, I think he's going to be back. Apparently Pep said he's doing all right, so I think he should be back. That's what I saw on Fantasy Football Scout. He said he was going to be fine and he's going to be back, so I won't be too worried about him, to be honest. What other ones have we got kicking off in the TikTok chat? De Bruyne for Eze? No, I keep De Bruyne. Or are you asking? If you're asking the other way around, then I'd be more for it. Shall I go for KDB for a differential captain? I do think he's a really good shout. We've got a poll going on the YouTube stream for the best captain this week. We've got Haaland in there. We've got Palmer. We've got KDB. And I forgot who the other one is. It might be Isaac, I think is the other one I put in. So yeah, you know what? I think it's a very, very good shout, to be honest. Bench one of Haaland, Watkins, and Isaac. I mean, to be honest, probably Watkins out of all of those. European football midweek, he probably has to be the one. Is Mbeumo a good differential? Fulham at home. Fulham, yeah, I could see that. I definitely think there's better midfield options to go for, personally, especially with double game week coming up next week. But I still think he's a decent shout. Anton's in the chat. How you doing, man? So what are your thoughts for Sells for 36 and 38? I mean, Forest have got some pretty decent fixtures, so yeah, I'd go for that. Sheffield United this week, and then is it Burnley on the final day? Yeah, Burnley on the final day. Yeah, I'd go for that, man. All for that, a Turkey in a Bush. All for that. Start Eze or Solanke. I would be going for Eze. My plan is to get Son back for game week 37 and Mbeumo just a one game week punt. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think there might be better options. I think I would prefer Morgan Gibbs White if I was going for a one game week punt. That would be my personal option. The kit you're wearing is really nice, very interesting. Thanks, man. It's the, I mean, the TikTok chat can see it, but the YouTube one can't. It's the Dortmund 1988 shirt. There will be a TikTok coming up about it, where I got it from and all that stuff. So if you do kind of like that kit sort of related content, come over to the TikTok channel. There's stuff like that on there, and you'll find out where I got it from. Katie, hey, been a while. She says, Tom, I need some help with my team. Well, let me know. Like I said, we will be doing team reviews as always on these deadline streams. So if you want to leave me a team at FPL, what's my Twitter? At FPL Tom _ on Twitter. Leave it under the pinned tweet, and yeah, we'll do some more team reviews. Why are you so chirpy today, Tom? Is it Mansfield? Nah, man. It's a Dortmund kit. Dortmund 88. That's the one we've gone for. Dortmund have some banging kits. They do indeed. It is on the bucket list to go to their ground. There's one behind me. There's like two in the cupboard there. I'm wearing this one that we got this week as well. So a little bit obsessed. A little bit obsessed. But like, come on. They're just quality kits. It's the yellow as well. Goes with Mansfield. I'm all for it. Is Gusto back for this game week? Poch's comments. No comment was made about Gusto. I'm in the exact same position. I'll get my team up on screen right now. But I'm in the same position with Gusto. And no comments were made. So really, really frustrating to kind of know what to do with him, to be honest. So at the moment, he's currently third sub on my bench. But I'm in the exact same position as you. No idea what to do with Gusto. Who's the captain pick for this week? I think it's a tough one this week. For me personally, I think it's between Haaland and and Palmer. Now, the reason I say Palmer, West Ham on 19th for XG conceded over the past 5 game weeks. So, you know, they're a really, really shoddy defence, conceding a lot of opportunities as well. Palmer didn't obviously have the best double game week, but maybe he's saving all that, you know, the goals for this week. It would be so typical that a player that was so highly captained last week didn't really perform, then this week goes and slaps. It would just work that way, wouldn't it? It really, really would. Keep Doherty or a -4. I'd go for the -4. I genuinely would. I think with the double game week coming up, we're towards the end of the season. You need people that are going to be just picking up points. I don't think realistically he's going to pick up many points either. So I think it's worth going for the -4. Yo lad, I have my wildcard active. What team would you recommend? There's a team on my YouTube channel if you want to go and see that. But realistically, you're probably looking at Petrovic, Onana if you've got the bench boost left. People like Ped Porro, Son, Gordon, Isak, Dan Burn, Bruno Fernandes. But again, he's a doubt for this week. KDB, Foden. They're just a few names off the top of my head that I can think of. Cheers for the follow as well, Tristan. Appreciate that one. We made Matteson. Nah, Burnley made Matteson. You've just upgraded him. You just upgraded him, man. So, Tom, Captaincy, I think is a little tricky because Haaland having the potential double if fit, etc., means this is the last punt, right? No, you've got game week 38. You've got game week 38, but I feel if you are looking to go against Haaland, look to go against the grain, realistically, I think Cole Palmer is probably the perfect candidate this week. Like I said, West Ham are 19th for XG conceded. Let me just get this chart up for you. Here is the XG conceded over the past 5 game weeks. West Ham, well and truly down the bottom end of it. They are sat in 19th with the likes of Sheffield United and Luton. Interestingly, no Wolves on this list. The only thing that I am going to say is Haaland does have a very, very good goal-scoring record against Wolves as well, so it wouldn't put him past him to go and score as well. But like I said, West Ham, their defensive record over the past few weeks has been very, very stinky indeed, so could potentially offer himself up as a differential captain, in my personal opinion. Cheers for sending your team, Katie. Can't get my words out today. It's been a stressful day at work, but you know, we're finished. We're all done. We're ready. We're here with you guys now, and we can chill out a little bit. But yeah, we'll do team reviews around about 5, maybe 5:15, depending how many we get in. So if you do want to send me a team at FPLTom_, leave it under the pinned tweet. And yeah, we'll review those around about 5 o'clock-ish if you want your team reviewing. If you're on either the YouTube or the TikTok chat, be sure to smash the like button as well. Massively appreciated by me. It does push it out to more people. If we can get more people in here, you know, I can take more time off work. I can do more of these streams. It's all good stuff like that. What's the Instagram? My Instagram is at FPLTom, again, I think. I might be an underscore at the end, but I won't be able to see it on Instagram, Tristan. Because obviously I'm using my phone. I don't have it logged in on my computer. So it's either you can send it me on Twitter, or if you want to type it in the TikTok chat, that is perfectly acceptable. Or if you want to type it in the YouTube chat as well, that's perfectly acceptable. I can read it out there. Captain Foden or Haaland? I'd go with Haaland. We don't know the kind of severity of Phil Foden's illness. He is apparently back in training and should be good to go. But realistically, maybe there's something potentially lingering over. Who knows? He might potentially see some reduced minutes. Tristan, love the kiss, mate. I love the little kiss on the end of that message. Thoughts on João Pedro? Yeah, I think he's an okay option. The only problem I have is with Brighton, the team themselves. They are in a really, really sticky position. Only 3 wins this calendar year. I think only 2 wins in their past 11, maybe even 12 games as well. So, yeah, not really a lot going off for them, to be honest. No worries, off-core. Who is best to have for the rest of the season, Foden or KDB? I think both are great options. I'd be slightly more leaning towards KDB in my personal opinion. Accelerants has sent me his team. He's got Pickford, Saliba, Gvardiol, Pedporo, Havertz, KDB, Odegaard, Palmer, Luis Diaz, Jackson, Mateta. Already taken -4. Any other suggestions you think I should make? I mean, who's Mateta got this week? Who's Palace got? I think they got United. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that one. You've already taken a -4. I mean, if there's a way you can get Isak in here, I think he's an absolute must. No Haaland either is a bit of a stinger there, to be honest, mate. Not going to lie, I know you've got KDB, but having no Haaland or Isak this week with Burnley and Wolves, that could be a bit of a sticky wicket, that one. So potentially some more minuses along the way for you there. Sell Dallo for Gvardiol. I think I'd keep Dallo. I know United defensively, they are the worst team over the past 5 game weeks for XG conceded, but they still both have double game weeks. It would be one of those where it could pay off, it might not pay off. For me personally, I think there's probably better uses of the transfer, trying to get different doublers in the team rather than doing that one. Who am I captaining? I've currently got it on Palmer. But we might switch to Haaland. I don't know. Maybe this is the last dance, really. Like someone said earlier in the chat, I think it was off-core. This could be the last dance for the differential captain. Foden captain to chase rank? Yep, could be doing. League 2 playoff winners? It's probably going to be Donny, isn't it? It's usually the team that that kind of goes into the playoff with just that final flurry of form. Top 3 picks for this week probably have to be Isak, one of Foden or KDB, and then I'd probably say Cole Palmer, really, isn't he? Golden Goal, what a guy. If you haven't checked out his channel, go and check him out. He's closing in on 5k subscribers, so go and drop him a subscription as well. He says, big up Tom, can't stick around, but just wishing you the best for game week 36. You too, man, you too. And he says, don't have Isak, and I'm terrified. Yeah, Isak has been cooking. He has been cooking. Realistically, this is a last hurrah as well for Burnley. Any kind of Premier League survival that they might have potentially weighs on this game. So realistically, if they go 1 to 2-0 down, they're probably going to throw absolutely everything at it to try and, potentially reverse the fixture or trying to get at least a positive result out of it as well. So that realistically could go quite sideways for them. So yeah, I think Isak will do quite well this week. I think he will. Alex Naylor has said, been a long time, Tom. Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you as well, man. If you have any questions throughout the stream, get them in. If you want your team reviewing, as always, leave it under my Twitter, @FPLTom_. Yeah, there's an underscore in there. When am I looking at teams? We're going to do them at 5 o'clock. We'll get a few of them in. Should I play a free hit based on my current team? No, realistically, it depends what chips you've got left, but I think you could get away with it this week. Realistically, if you've got a free hit for next week, that might be more beneficial. Sorry, Everton could do Burnley a favour too. Yeah, they really could. They could indeed. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. That jersey is so clean. Cheers, man. There will be a video out on the TikTok channel at some point. It's the Dortmund 1988 Classic. So yeah, there'll be a few out there. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. Been a bit of a busy day at work, but it's been pretty decent. Gonna watch Fall Guy later tonight. The YouTube and the TikTok, they're doing pretty well as well. So I'm all good. How are you doing, Katie? Hope you're good. 8 Nori and Solanke to João Pedro and Walker. Bench boost in 37. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just not overly keen on João Pedro. I don't think Brighton are in a very good place at the moment, but it's another player for the bench boost with a double. Remember when you told me to put Cunha on the bench when he scored a hat-trick? Yeah, I can't get every decision right, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one of those. I have a feeling that Isak plays left, Gordon on the right, and Wilson through the middle. Just a feeling, no genuine basis for that. Wilson on pens. Yeah, it's a really good shout, because one of the things is, right, this week, and it is a transfer like I was thinking about making, was, do I just get rid of Isak and go to Callum Wilson? Like, because them two have played up front together before. It's happened. It happened at the end of last season. Isak did go out to the left, like Golden Goal suggested. Wilson up front. Newcastle doing really well. Great double game week. Great remaining fixtures till the end of the season. Could I go for the double kind of strike force of Newcastle? Because realistically, I'm going to have to get rid of Dominic Solanke next week. And there's no one really that good from the doublers. Like, if I want to get Jackson, I've got to take Gusto out and maybe like manoeuvre for a -4. Is Jackson going to justify that -4? Probably not. City don't have anyone outside of Haaland, really. Alvarez is not an option. So, thinking about it, could be a little option there. It might be a little option. The current transfer plan I'm thinking is what I'm going to do is we're going to take 8 Nori out for Dan Burn, and we're going to bring Garnacho up to KDB. I've got the exact funds to do that. you know, bank on City. They're chasing this title. I think they're going to go full strength for the remainder of the season. So we'll see what happens with that one. But very good thought there from Golden Goal. Very good thought. Lee Fisher, he says, hi, Tom. Hi, man. How you doing? I have wildcards, triple captain, and free hit. Which should I use? Oh, use the wildcard then. Use the wildcard. Set your team up for next week. Triple captain next week. And then free hit on the final week. That's what you should be doing, man. Trying to do differentials to game rank. Can you give me your honest opinion on who you think is a better captain between Foden and KDB? Who is more likely to haul against Wolves? I mean, that's a very difficult one. And I think the best way to probably kind of sum it all up is probably through predicted points. And as you can see, there's not too much to kind of differentiate between the two. 7.4 for KDB, 7.3 for Phil Foden. It is extremely tight. And picking between one of those two is going to be hard and difficult. All I'm going to say is KDB's got that history of Wolves. Obviously, 2 seasons ago, maybe even 3 seasons ago now, he obviously had that magical night in Wolverhampton where I think he bashed a hat-trick in about half an hour. You know, that's all I'm going to say on that one. That's all I'm going to say. And then if you look at ownership as well, KDB a lot lower than Phil Foden, so could pay off in that regard. Yeah, there we go. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say on that one. If Gusto out for longer, will you consider another Chelsea asset? Yes. I think I'm going to leave Gusto for this week. Hopefully he's back for the double next week. If that's not the case, then we'll be taking him out for a defender that plays next week and bringing in Jackson for Solanke. That's the plan there. Bench one of Bruno, Son, Gordon and Jackson. It's probably between Son and Gordon. Now, obviously, there's kind of a lot of debates about Bruno. He might be potentially doubtful. That's kind of the comments we're getting from Eric Ten Hag, that he's doubtful for this weekend. So make of that what you will. But yeah, I think I would go for Son. He's not really been performing recently. Spurs as well look absolutely miserable. Chelsea carved them apart on Thursday night. So yeah, I'd probably do that. Triple captain, Isak or Foden. This week, probably neither. I'd save it for next week. And then realistically, I'd probably go for Isak. Have you made your transfers yet? No, I've got 1 transfer left, but we might be taking a -4. We'll wait and see. Hey Tom, best defender to replace Van Heck. Already have Burn, Maguire, Porro and Gabriel. 4.4 million. Was thinking Branthwaite. Branthwaite's not a bad option. Branthwaite is not a bad option. Looking at other defenders you potentially could go for. Maybe somebody from Chelsea. I don't know if they have anyone else around that 4.5 million mark. Yeah, it'd probably be Chelsea. I think Branthwaite is a very good shout though. They've got Sheffield United in Gameweek 37. So yeah, I think that's not the worst shout in the world. Go for it, Laura. Go for it. Thoughts on selling or keeping Salah? I personally would sell him. I'd sell Salah. All the stuff that's going off at Liverpool at the moment. Yeah, I think I'd be selling him. I think I'd be moving to KDB, realistically. I think that's probably the move that I would do. Should I sell Shaw for Burn? Yes, it looks like Shaw potentially could be out for the remainder of the season from Eddie Howe's press conference comments. So yeah, I'd be doing that one. Spurs couldn't finish a set. Nice, I like that one off, Core. Evening, mate. Last Friday deadline of the week. Team is sent. He means yeah. Yeah, I thought you meant yeah. It's the last Friday deadline of the year. It's gone really quick. Like, we started off with a Friday. And to be honest, like, the way we've managed to build this throughout the year, I am not only impressed with myself, I'm impressed with you guys as well. You keep coming back, so I must be doing something right, I hope. But yeah, I appreciate everyone's support throughout this season. It's been absolutely mesmeric. I remember the first Friday stream we did all the way back in August. We're now sat here in, what is it, May? Yeah, I love you guys. You're absolutely the best. Cheers for the follow, Quinn. Massively appreciate that one on TikTok. If you're enjoying any of the content on TikTok, be sure to drop us a like, follow, subscribe, whatever, all good stuff. Cheers for the follow, Del Boy. Appreciate that one as well. Sell Salah for KDB or an Arsenal midfielder. I'd go KDB for the double. Eze fit? Yes, he should be in the matchday squad. That is the comments that have been said. How are you doing? When are team reviews? Team reviews will be in 10 to 15 minutes. So if you want to get your team in, FPL Aguero, I think you already sent it me last night, didn't you? If I remember off the top of my head. I think you've already sent me a team. But yeah, if you want to send me that, massively appreciated. I have Shaw, need a replacement. I'm favouring Gvardiol. Yeah, I think that's a really good option. Dan Burn as well if you want to keep with the Newcastle theme. Hoping some people will forget it's a Friday deadline. I'm sure they will, my friend. I'm sure they will. Alexandria has said Foden, Onana, or Bruno and Edison, double game week 37. I'd go Foden and Onana. Edison's a little bit of a doubt for this week, so is Bruno Fernandes. Tim said 39-point lead in my main league. Well, hopefully we can get you across the line. Is there any prizes on the line for that? Or is there any forfeits? I've always enjoyed the FPL you do. Only going to grow, my friend. Well, I appreciate that off call, man. I do appreciate that one. It's been a really, really good year for me personally. You know, you look at it and you're like, oh, he's only got like close to 4,000 subscribers. We ended last season just hitting 1,000, so the growth has been like phenomenal. And I genuinely am like really, really grateful to you guys because we have built something really cool here, and hopefully we can take it into the summer with the Euros, build onto it next season, and who knows? Who knows where this could take us? Who knows? Who knows? I like the Friday deadline as a lot of the casuals miss it. It means the price changes are less violent that week. Yeah, 100% agree with that one as well. SportCat01 has said, I'm 45 points behind my rival in my mini league. Should I just give up and focus on my head-to-head leagues and overall rank? Now, you can still catch him. You might have to go with a differential captain this week, but I still believe you can catch him. Tom, can you explain to me what a wildcard is and how to use it? A wildcard is basically a free reset. Basically, what happens is you take all your players out and you can put all new players in. Those transfers will remain. You have unlimited transfers for that game week, and the transfers that you bring in will remain for the remainder of the season. Where a free hit, all it lasts is for that 1 week. So free hit 1 week, wildcard permanent, and you get unlimited transfers on both. So there you go. Prize money. We'll wait for next. Well, we'll pay for next season's season ticket. Where's your season ticket at, Tim? Can't decide between Pickford and Petrovic. I'd go Petrovic. I'd get the double in there. Islam has asked, hey Tom, did you make your transfers? Not yet, my friend. Not yet. Thoughts on Morgan Rogers for a final game week punt? Why not? Like the final game week, you might as well just enjoy it. Like realistically, if you've got like a gut feeling, just go for it. Should I start Burn or Dallo? I'd go Burn. Pringle has said, who to captain, KDB, Foden, Haaland, or Isak or Gordon? Probably be between Haaland, Isak, and KDB for me, that one. Ops on Havertz. I mean, Arsenal, this is the thing. Arsenal assets are doing really, really well. And a lot of us that wildcarded in 35 or have kind of been prioritising these double game weeks have completely, sold them and got rid of them. So it could be a huge differential for you. The only thing that I, have to say is that people are obviously going to be focusing on these double game weeks, aren't they? Cheers for the follow. What's that name? It flew past before I could even see it. WBA something. That's all I saw. I think you asked me a question further down as well. Is Foden playing? Yeah, he should be back in the squad. The last 3 defenders that I bought have all got injured. Don't tell me who you're buying this week then, Del Boy. Do not tell me because I don't want to know. I don't want to know who it's going to be. Who to bench between Son, Bruno and Gordon? Probably be Bruno with him being a little bit of a doubt. Or you could play him and hope that Son does nothing on the bench. There you go. No worries, accelerants. Should I play the wild card or free hit this week? I'd play the wild card this week, my friend. Play the wild card, then play your triple captain next week, and then on the final week, free hit. That's what you should do. Bench Isak or Bruno. I'd go Bruno with him being a little bit of a doubt. Lascelles, Aït-Nouri, and Shah all injured. Oof. Difficult. Who to captain? I think there's a few options this week. Haaland, Palmer, Isak, Foden, KDB. All really good shouts for the armband. What team do I support? I support Mansfield, which is that team back there. So we did play in League 2. We got promoted this season. We're now going to be playing in League 1. So there you go. That's the team I support. That is the team I support. I also like Dortmund. I don't support them. I don't really care if they win, lose or draw. But yeah, it's all good. Opinions on Lewis Brunt? I hope we can get him back for next season. He was really, really good. Big fan of Lewis Brunt. And with Leicester going up to the Premier League, maybe he'll be generous lending back out to us. Or, go for it. Never heard of that team. Wow. Come on, Peter, man. Come on. We're big. We're big. Mansfield, massive, mate. Start Bruno Fernandes or Solanke. I'd start Bruno and hope for the best. Havertz captain, good shout. Yeah. It's not the worst shout in the world. I think there are better players this week. I support Man City. Nice. I am not a Dortmund fan, no. Mansfield fan, just like Dortmund. Foden or KDB, it's a really, really tough split between the two of them. I'm slightly edging more towards KDB. Captain, De Bruyne and Vice Palmer. Yep, that sounds good for me. Son or Mateta, I'd play Son. I'm a Bromby fan and Manchester United. Nice. I went to Denmark, interestingly. We was going to go to a Bromby game. I ended up going to FC Copenhagen. There's a video on the TikTok channel as well if you're interested about that. But yeah, like, I absolutely love Denmark. I absolutely love Copenhagen as well. I do want to go back. So yeah, I do want to go back. Bench Son, play Bruno, then hope for auto sub if Bruno doesn't play. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that one. Thinking of bringing in one of the City boys, but I've already got Ortega, De Bruyne, and Haaland, Gvardiol. Have you got already ordered them? Have you already got all of them? Cheers for the likes, Del Boy. Appreciate that, man. Turkey in the Bush has said Dortmund to win the UCL. I mean, I hope so. That'd be really nice. Marco Reus leaving as well. It would just be very fitting. Very, very, very fitting. Emerson Royale worth a risk? Yeah, probably with all the injuries that Spurs are stacking up. Emil has said, my defenders is Van de Ven, Burn, Shaw, Van Heck and Gusto. 3 out of 5. Should I do Shaw and Van Heck to Gabriel and Gvardiol for a -8? Yeah, I probably would. Bench Bruno or Visser. Who've Brentford even got this week? Who have Brentford got? Brentford have got... Oh, Fulham. I'd bench Visser for now. And if Bruno doesn't play, then you obviously get Visser in. Also, would you take a hit for Garnacho to Foden? Probably yes. Ten Hag just talked about Bruno again. He said he's a big doubt. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, people that are potentially having a few issues with Bruno Fernandes, I think play him. If he doesn't make it to the matchday squad, then that's fine because you're just going to have an auto sub in, aren't you? So, whoever that benching headache is, it kind of relieves it a little bit. Mansfield big, yes, only in Mansfield. Nah, we're worldwide, mate. We're worldwide. We're global. We're global. Start 2, bench 1, Son, Gordon, Jackson. I'd probably start Gordon and Jackson. Pickford, Gvardiol, Pedro, Saliba, Havertz, Odegaard, Palmer, KDB, Bruno G, Haaland, and Isak. Yeah, I really like that. I really, really like that. Probably no Odegaard. I think I'd rather have Foden over Odegaard. Your thoughts? Yeah, I think it's good other than that. FPL Shane, one of the other channel members, he said, hey Tom, Watkins, Wood or Haaland for a hit in for Solanke, free hitting next week, nothing to worry about with the doublers. Have a bit of fun, man. Like, if you've got a good rank, I'd probably say stick with Haaland. If you're chasing rank or, you know, they're just trying to look for a little bit of fun towards the end of the season, Chris Wood could just be a nice little shout, couldn't he, realistically? Especially if you're free hitting next week. Could be a little bit of fun. Enjoy yourself. Best midfielders this week, probably Foden, KDB, Palmer. There's a couple. Ortega or Pickford, I'd go Pickford. Will Colwell play? No, I think he's still out. He's still out. That's the comments I remember seeing from Poch. He's still out this week. Who should I put in? KDB, Haaland, or Gvardiol? I will already play Ortega. I don't think Ortega's going to play. Apparently Edison's fine and he's going to be back. So I would be putting in Haaland realistically. Captain Watkins or Isak? Probably prefer Isak over going for Watkins on that one. If you keep asking the same question, Emil, I already answered it. You're going to get timed out if you keep spamming the chat. What to do with Gusto, keep or sell? It depends if you need a defender this week. Obviously, Poch's comments, there was nothing. So, it's not looking good. And personally, for me, I don't think he's going to be ready if he wasn't in the squad for Thursday. So, I don't think he's going to play this week. So, if you do need a defender for this week, go for it. Oh, yeah. Sorry, mate. No worries then. That's fine. Go with that. Enjoy it. That's fine, Accelerants. No worries, man. The rest of the team's looking really good, though. Dubravka play with Pope back. No, if Pope's back, then Dubravka won't play. But I think it's going to be another week before Pope starts playing. I reckon Dubravka... Foden's a really good shout from Tim Brown there as well. But yeah. When's the best time to use the free hit? Probably next week with a lot of double game weeks happening. That'd probably be the ideal week to go for it, to be honest. Worth getting Dallo in. Manchester United are the worst defence in the league over the past 5 game weeks, so they're not a good defence. But he could get an attack in return. They do have a double game week. Yeah. Can you make a draft for this week? I'm playing my wild card this week and bench boost next week. Yeah, I did one. There's already one on the channel, to be honest, mate. So if you want to go and check that out, there's a video on the channel. Boom. Onana, KDB, Foden, or Edison, Bruno, KDB for my double game. The top option. Onana, KDB, and Foden. Can you make... I have a very similar team to you, so I'm curious to know your plan. Well, my current plan is this. 8 Nori to Dan Burn, and then Garnacho to KDB for a -4 is my plan at the moment. That's what I'm currently sitting on. We're spamming. I hope you love spamming too. Shush, Jamie. Come on, man. Start Bruno or Jackson. Worried about Bruno getting subbed on for a 1-pointer. I get that, but with him being so doubtful for the game, I feel he's either going to start or not be in the squad at all. So I'd risk it. Didn't feel like Palmer was getting into great positions as he was a couple of games ago. Puts me off him as captain. Interesting. I think we will probably change away from Haaland and probably go back to Palmer, and we will go back to Haaland, but we'll wait and see on that one. Darwin and Gusto to Gabriel and Jackson for a -4, or Gusto to White and De Bruyne. Ooh, I prefer the De Bruyne one. The De Bruyne one looks better. Wow, your midfield will be scary, Tom, especially for the double coming up. Yeah, it should be filthy, I hope. I really, really hope it will be filthy. I feel like if City are like in the mood to go and slap some teams about as well, it could cook massively. It is going to take a -4 to get us there, but who knows? It could pay off. It didn't pay off this week, but we only took a small little rank decrease. Cheers for the follow, Raul. Massively appreciate that one, man. I still have my bench boost and triple captain chips left. Worth dropping a TC this week and bench boost next week. Yeah, it depends what your team's looking like. Like, if you've got a good enough bench this week or next week, then go for it. But realistically, you probably want to TC a double game week player. Can you check my team under your pinned tweets? I got a bit of a dilemma. Yes, we will do some team reviews in about 5 minutes. We'll make sure plenty of them are in. How are you doing anyway, FN? You doing good today? Start Reguilon or Porro? I'd start Reguilon. Who to triple captain this week, in your opinion? I mean, Haaland's a very, very safe bet. Isak again. Cole Palmer. They're probably the options. Is 8 Nori out for the season? I haven't seen any comments from Gary O'Neill. I don't believe he even mentioned him, which was annoying. So, yeah, it's not been a great day for the press conferences, to be honest. Start Branthwaite or Virgil? Apparently, Virgil might miss the game, so I'd be going Branthwaite with that one. I mean, each person to their own opinion, isn't it, really? Tom, do you think I should do Odegaard out, Gordon in? Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm more for that than the Odegaard move, to be honest, mate. Also, is it worth taking a -4 Garnacho to Foden? Yeah, like, this is the thing, right? I think the United games coming up are a lot harder than people are expecting. I think the Manchester City ones are a lot nicer. What's your overall rank? I think we are about 180-something thousand in the world. That's where we're at the moment. 2 back-to-back red arrows. We were closing in on top 100k. And then, yeah. FPL GW35, man, you will get the dance. You will get the dance. Don't worry about it. You're going to get the dance. It's going to happen. All right? Just don't you worry about it, okay? What's my overall rank target? I want to get top 100k. Top 100k would be very nice. And it is very, very possible to still happen. We've just got to have a very successful bench boost. We've got to make the right transfers, get the right captaincy decisions over the next few weeks. If we do all that, we should be fine. Should I do a -4 to get Gavardiol and Foden in? Depends who for. Cormac B said who to captain. I mean, if you're chasing rank, probably somebody like Foden, Palmer, KDB, Isak. If you're looking to hold on to rank, I'd probably go Haaland. Saliba or Gabriel? I'd probably go Gabriel with... not Gabriel. Gavardiol, sorry, with the doubles coming up. Bench Gordon or Son? I probably would bench Son this week. I could captain Havertz. If you've got a gut feeling that he's going to do well this week, then go for it, my friend. People sleeping on Saka? Very easily. Very easily. Do you think Son or KDB will get more points in the next 3? I think KDB will. I think KDB will. Are you doing team reviews? Yeah, we're going to do some team reviews. Let's do them. Let's do them. Let's see how many we've got flying in here. Let's have a look. Oh, stacked. Very, very stacked, guys. You've been on it. You've been on it today. Appreciate that. Right, let's do Anton's team first. He says, do I replace Shaw and Nunez with Gvardiol and Haaland for a -4? I'm selling Nunez instead of Solanke so that I have the budget to go KDB next week. Yes. Yeah, I'd do that then, mate. That sounds all good to me, Anton. Tim Brown said, did Gvardiol for Van Heck this week? Next week, we'll do Saka out and get a double game week defender for a Doji. Yep, looking all good there, mate. No comments on that one, Tim. Really, really good team. Shane FPL, he says, hey, Tom, 1 free transfer, 6.3 million in the bank, and the free hit chip still to play. Feel like it has to be Solanke out, either Watkins and Haaland for a hit. I probably would go and get Haaland for a hit. Realistically, you could do Solanke up and then maybe Eze down. Eze's quite cheap already. Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a doozy. I mean, Trent's eating a lot of that budget, so I probably would be looking to get Trent out realistically. Trent for Gvardiol, maybe? That could free up a lot of money to do that move. That would be my suggestion. Trent to Gvardiol, and then go and get Solanke to Haaland. There you go. FPL Aguero, he says, hi Tom, how are you doing? Can you please help me? Can you please help me here, please? There we go. 1 free transfer, bench boost 37. Old Haaland in for Muniz. Defensive transfer in for Gusto or Roll, who to bring in? I mean, yeah, Haaland's in for Muniz. Okay. I mean, I probably would make a defensive transfer, realistically, here. Or would I wait? My only concern... Oh, no, because you got him to cover that. I think you'll be fine, then. I think you'll be fine, mate. Let's wait and see what happens with Gusto this week. If he doesn't play, then we can take him out next week. Kieran Trippier as well has been in light training, so might see the double game week, so you should be okay with that one. Joe Drew has said prepping for double game week, rolling the transfer. Nice, nice, looking very, very good. No problems with that one. Maybe you could replace Konza, but they got an okay fixture this week, so you know there's no real kind of need to do it. Dortmund Champions League winners 2022. You love to see it. You love to see it. Haven't changed anything. What are your thoughts? Thinking maybe bringing in some form of a differential in midfield. Okay. I mean, KDB's quite low owned, so could be a really, really good shout. KDB could be a decent pickup. Anthony Gordon's still pretty low owned as well. He could come into that midfield. Just a few options there. No Bruno Fernandes either, but with him being a doubt for this weekend, probably would be a little bit sceptical on that one. But yeah, I think going for KDB for Salah probably works out for your team quite well there, KE. That'd be my advice on that one. Lucino says bench idea. Thank you. I think you've got everything set up correctly for now. If Bruno doesn't play, Son comes in. So I think you're all good on that one. No worries, Katie. No worries. Harvey said 1 free transfer. Just thinking of rolling. I mean, realistically, you could take 8 Nori out and bring in a doubler for next week. Dan Burn could be a really, really good shout there, Sport Cat. Cannon Fodder has said planning on Gusto and Salah to De Bruyne and White. Then next week, plan on Bradley and Darwin to Porro and Jackson. I'm all for that. I'm all for that kind of fodder. You've got that kind of planned out, so I'm not going to suggest anyone else because I think that really, really works quite well, in my personal opinion. Finn has said 1 free transfer, 3.5 million in the bank, Van Heck to Dallo or Gusto to Cucurella. I would do Van Heck to Dallo, in my personal opinion. I mean, you could go and get a City defender in there as well. That could be a decent pickup. All Great has said, thinking of doing a -4, 8 Nori and Bradley to Ben White and Gavardiel. A little bit scared, triple Arsenal defence, plus not 100% nailed on the City defender. Yeah, I get that. That would be quite heavy on the Arsenal defence. You would be banking on them a lot. And with Justin Timber being around as well, we could see some reduced minutes for Ben White potentially. But I like the Gavardiel move. I think go for it. Have a bit of fun. Go for it. We did that one. Cool. We'll do some more team reviews in a little while. So make sure you get in those locked and loaded, guys. Make sure you're getting those locked and loaded. What questions have I been missing from you? What questions have I been missing out on? Jesus, a lot. Is it worth getting an Arsenal defender in at this point or just get a doubler in for a bigger differential? I think I preferred going for the doubler just because you get that extra game. You never know what could happen. Who is your main target for Stags this season? I mean, apparently we've been linked with Clark Harris, who used to play for Peterborough. If we get him, that would be phenomenal. That would be ridiculous. Start Bruno or Son? I'd start Bruno, Tristan. Play Hoyland or Gordon? I would do Gordon. Oh, you should put Foden. Yeah, no worries, Foden then, mate. Foden over Bruno. FN, I just read that. I just read your comment about getting... I can't repeat it because I don't want to get banned on TikTok. We've already been banned twice in the past few weeks, so yeah, I'm not going to get banned again. Start Morris or Solanke? I'd go Morris. Bruno to Foden for a hit. I have neither him or KDB. Sorry, not for a hit. But it results in a hit next week. Okay, yeah, I'd go for KDB over Foden, personally. Frank has said Raya, Petrovic, Byrne, Van Heck, Branthwaite, Gusto, Bradley, Palmer, Garnacho, Son, De Bruyne, Sarabia, Isaac, Pedro, Hayton, 1 free transfer and 5.5 million in the bank. Bench boosted in 37. He's got Haaland, he's got Pedro, he's got Saliba. I mean, realistically, it's probably going to be Van Heck or Bradley out, and I'd probably suggest a City defender. And if you're happy to take some hits, maybe 2 defenders, get rid of Van Heck and Bradley. Bring in, you know, a City defender and who else doubles next week? Newcastle you've already got. Maybe somebody like Ped Porro. Just an idea. Would you start Sells or Edison? Also thoughts on João Pedro. I'd play Sells. I'd back it. And my thoughts on João Pedro, I think he's an okay option. He's all right. Just realised I have Dush signed by my name. I'm good for the $1, I swear. Nah, you're good, man. What that means is you've been a member for 2 months, man. The little warning emoji means you've been a member for 2 months. So I really appreciate that, FPL Shane. Like I said, guys, if anyone else wants to become a channel member, it does cost 99p, which is cheaper than most girls' OnlyFans. So, you know, what I'm offering is a lot better than what some of those girls are offering. That's all I'm going to say on that one. You know what I mean? You don't get the tits, but you get tips. So not tits, tips. So take of that what you will. Definitely worth it as well if you are kind of in these chats pretty regularly as well. It does mean your questions do get answered with a little bit more priority. So yeah, it's just worth it. 99p, can't go wrong. Manchester United fan, cheers for the follow. Sell Kilman for Chalobah. I mean, he did score that goal, but I'd never expect him to do anything again. But yeah, go for it. Start Richards over Maguire. No, I'd start Maguire. Can you do a spin on your swivelly chair on stream? Yeah, we'll do one of those. Cheers, mate. Was thinking maybe Gordon for Sarabia instead of the Sicky. Oh, yeah, I like that. I really, really like the Gordon move. I thought you already had him, but Gordon Sarabia I can get on board with. 48 months is going to be mad. No, Tom, don't talk about that. You'll be banned on TikTok again. Yeah, they're probably already watching. They're coming for me already, aren't they? But yeah, we got to do this spin on the swivelly chair for FPL Beanie. So I'm just going to back up so I don't accidentally twat into anything. You ready? I hope that was enough excitement for you. Like, that's what you're getting on this channel. That Dortmund kit is nuts. I know, it's filthy, isn't it? It's absolutely filthy. The 1988 Dortmund shirt. Boff. Just, like, you know, can't complain. It's pretty decent, isn't it? It's pretty decent. Soggy Biscuit. Highly rate the Soggy Biscuit Club. Love it, man. Man, I can't understand. I want to copy FPL Harry's team, but I can't, as when I put his team into my app, it says I have too little money. Yeah, that'll be due to price changes. Also, don't go and copy FPL content creators. Do your own thing. Be original. Start 2 of Gordon, Son, Fernandez, Nico, Jackson. I probably would go Jackson and Gordon. Mad swerve. Gabriel in for Van Heck or KDB in for Garnacho. Just 2 fit defenders. I'd do the defender move then. Do you think KDB is season-long hold? Yeah, I would. Mad swivel, what a player. Cheers, guys. Hi, mate. Bench 1 of Son, Gordon or Jackson. I bench Son this week. Carlton, Morris or Salah. I'd play Mohamed Salah on that one, DM. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Make sure you're liking both of the streams as well on YouTube and on TikTok. Massively appreciated, as always, by me. If you enjoyed any of the content as well that you do see on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Massively appreciated by me, like I said, on the channel, guys. But yeah, get the likes ticking up. We need some more of those in here. Favourite team? My favourite team, the team I support, is the one back in the left, which is Mansfield Town. That is originally where I'm from as well, so all good stuff. Yeah, they're my favourite team. Yeah, but it says I'm 2 million less, which is impossible. I mean, not necessarily. Like, there's a lot of price changes throughout the years. It depends how much of the season you've been playing. And also, are you sure you've copied his team correctly? Don't be copying people's team, for one. Who to captain, KDB or Foden? I probably would be leaning more towards KDB. No love for Wood. No Wood love. No loving of the Wood for me today. Obviously, you know, on the stream on Wednesday, we were pretty hot on Chris Wood. That's gone down a bit. I've seen that Awoniyi's back in training, so that might potentially reduce Chris Wood's minutes. So, yeah, we're not going to go for it. Start Fernandez or Son. I'd play Bruno and hope for the best. FN, welcome. Welcome to the FPL Tom fan pack. Massively appreciate that from you, my man. Massively appreciate that one. If anyone else wants to become a channel member, it is 99p. You get a lot of perks. You know, the unofficial name for this club is the Soggy Biscuit Club. So, welcome, FN. Welcome, man. I really appreciate that one. Why so? I mean, just the way I'm feeling. I feel like KDB, he is predicted more points if you look at the predicted points model. Just 0.1. There's not really too much to split the two. So, it's mainly down to a gut feeling, really. That's all. Well done on the Stags promotion from a Knots fan. I appreciate that one, man. I appreciate that one. He's at captain this week? Yeah, go for it. What's the plan with County this year? Do you reckon you're going to hold on to Langstaff? I don't think you are. I think it could be a bit of a big stretch this year if you hold on to him. All the other members giving FN some love. Really appreciate that one, guys. Welcome him in. I've got 103 millions in the bank. Yeah, that's probably not enough. That's probably not enough to build the team that Harry's got. Harry's very good at this game and has probably mastered a lot of the price rises. His team probably cost like 105 million, realistically. But you're saying you're 10 million short. You've definitely got like the wrong player in that team. I think clubs need to play a 2 million at least for him after what Vardy went for 10 years ago. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. I do think he will have quite a big price tag on his head. It just depends where he goes. I think a club that might pick him up, you know, Could be somebody like Blackburn. If they lose Sammy Schmodix for like good money, which they realistically probably are, then I think it's definitely an option. I could see Blackburn going and snapping him up. Who to captain out of Watkins, De Bruyne, Palmer or Isak? I'd probably be leaning more towards Palmer and KDB, to be honest. Gordon or Son? I probably would start Anthony Gordon this week. Master of the Dark Arts, bro. You love to see it, John. With Wrexham, Stockport and Stags gone and maybe MK going up, we should be looking at top 6 next year. Yeah, the teams coming down as well don't look that impressive. Like, it seems a lot less of a formidable league. Like, that's why I was quite surprised we managed to get out of it, to be honest, because realistically this year was like one of the toughest years in terms of the quality and competition everyone else had. But yeah, hopefully so, man. Like, if we're still in League One, it's always good to have the derby. We never want to see you do well, and you never want to see us do well. But at the same time, it's nice to have the derby, isn't it? Fleetwood coming down, an away day in Blackpool. I mean, we get to actually have an away day out at Blackpool, but, you know, it's not for everyone. I did that question already. Would you start... Who does that say? Would you start Maddison this week? Probably not. No, I wouldn't be starting Maddison this week. Not in my opinion. Stones, keep or sell? I probably would sell him. Are Brentford safe? Yeah, I think they're mathematically safe. If I remember off the top of my head, I think Brentford are mathematically safe this week. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Like I said, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Massively appreciated, as always, by myself. Bum, 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 bum. Let's look at this graph, because I feel it's an interesting one. And it's the teams with the best XG and the teams with the worst XG over the past 5 game weeks. Now, as you can see, these are the worst defences in the league. It's Manchester United, West Ham, Sheffield United, Luton and Aston Villa. So this maybe offers an argument to potentially play some of the Crystal Palace boys. I've seen people with Elise in the team. I've seen people potentially suggesting Mateta to me as well. Maybe this is it. Maybe, you know, they will go and score against Manchester United at Selhurst Park. Maybe I'm just looking at it from a FPL kind of colour perspective and seeing red. Realistically, we should be, you know, kind of hammering on these United ones. Same with the West Ham one. That is currently why I've got Palmer on the captain. They are one of the worst defences in the league, so, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Interestingly, Aston Villa on here as well. Over the past 5 game weeks, they've really been struggling, but up against Brighton, I can't really see that one changing. In terms of the best attacks, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Bournemouth and United, interestingly, on that other side. I think they might see a drop-off with the injury to Bruno Fernandes. Liverpool doing extremely well, just not really finding the back of the net. City, of course, are always up there. They're always going to be up there, aren't they? Realistically, every single season, they will be kicking about the top of the rankings. Someone sent me their team, so we'll go and take a look at that one. Do you think Shaw will play again this season? Not from the comments Eddie Howe has made today. No, I do not. Nice to have a derby, unless your derby game is Leeds. Yeah, everyone hates Leeds. Fuck Leeds. When am I rating teams? We're doing them throughout the stream now. We did kind of the first batch, but if you want to send me a team at FPLTom_, leave it under my pin tweet, and yeah, we'll do some more of those. Luton score prediction. Who are they playing this week? Everton. 0-0. Done. Do you think Watkins Mins will be managed this week? I think they could be, especially with that game now in the balance for Aston Villa. Like, realistically, I think they're going to get top 4, and it should be their priority, but I think they'll get it anyway. But if they want to win the Europa Conference League, they might see some rest and rotation this week. Arsenal triple defence this week. All I'm going to say to you is Bournemouth are 4 for XG created over the past 5 game weeks. Maybe not as easy a task as people think. That's all I'm going to say. Maddison out for Elise as a 1-week punt. I mean, if you think Elise is going to do well at Old Trafford, go for it. I mean, at Selhurst Park, go for it. Go for it. Like I said, United worst defence in the league over the past 5, so could very well happen. I love Leeds because there is a player from my nationality. Who is it? Who is it? Let me know. Let me know who it is. 0-0. Done. Love it. We're not messing about here. We're not messing about. Hopefully we get someone to come to the door. This is becoming a kind of a new feature of the streams. What happens to the people at the door of the other flat across the road that I can see? Whether or not they get in, they get stuck. It's a big dilemma. It's a lot of high quality entertainment as well. We haven't had anyone try the door yet, and when we do, I'll let you know. But yeah, these are the fun shenanigans you don't get on other people's streams. They'll be talking about like, oh, price rises and effective ownership. Door. That's what you come here for. Opinions on Gruev? Nope. Never trust Howe. Very, very, very fair. Eddie Howe is a notorious liar. Very, very notorious liar, isn't he? Watkins a good shout for captain. Brighton been poor lately. Yes. The only thing I would be concerned about with Watkins is the fact that obviously they did play on Thursday night. Has to play again very soon, so might see potentially some reduced minutes. Can you rate my team? Yeah, we'll do some more team ratings in a little bit. Do you have a channel mini league, Tom? No, we do not. We'll get it set up for next year. I genuinely, at the start of the season, didn't think this channel was going to get as big as it has. Very simple. I didn't think anyone would be that interested. I thought I'd probably do like a couple streams maybe, and then I thought it'd die off. How wrong was I? How wrong was I, eh? But we'll get one set up for next season. We'll get everyone in there. We'll get it called the Soggy Biscuit League. All good stuff. Bench one, Gordon, Son, Garnacho and Jackson. I probably would bench Son this week out of all of those options you've just presented to me. Do keep the likes coming in, guys. Like I said, massively appreciated by me, as always. Haaland currently leading the poll for the best captain for Game Week 36 with 60% of the vote. Isak and Palmer with 17%, interestingly. Stones for Gavardiel. Yeah, I like that. I like that move. I do like that move. Right, let's go and rate some more of your guys' teams. Let's see what's cracking off. Islam. 1 free transfer, 5 million in the bank. I'm going for bench boost 37. I'm most likely to sell Doherty for Walker or Gvardiol, and I'm thinking about selling Morris for a -4, but who is worth it for the -4? I can't think of anyone, even Watkins. Yeah, this is the problem with the forwards. There's not really any good options. I think realistically, if you were to switch, would maybe be to an Everton forward, but do you really want to do that? Probably not. So I think I'd just leave it. I'd leave Morris for this week. Everton's not the worst fixture in the world. At home, they need to go and win this game as well to Luton. So, you know, Carlton Morris could do very well this week. So I think I'd just do the defensive transfer, go and get Walker or Gvardiol. That'd be my advice on that one. Royce leaving, yeah, I know. Absolute heartbreak. Took a -4, a Doji to Gvardiol, Shaw to Burn, Salah to Havertz. Nice. Yep, I can get on board with all those moves. No problems with those ones, Chris. No problems whatsoever. Oh, Scott Flinders has just signed a contract extension. Get in. I mean, he's just going to sit on the bench, isn't he? Realistically. This has nothing to do with FPL. I'm just now looking for Mansfield stuff. This one is the dumbest idea ever. Giving Jordan Bowery a new deal. But, yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. What questions we got going off? Well, next season, some streams with Golden Goal and FPL Chai would be cool to see. I mean, I think me and Golden Goal have spoken. We said we're going to do one of the preview streams together. So maybe there might be something by the end of the season. Depends if he's got some time. Or we might be... I don't know. I don't know when we might do some other ones. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll have a think. We will have a think. And I've never heard of FPL Chai. I'm just going over to his stream now. Looks good. Looks good, you know. But yeah, we'll be going over to Golden Goal. I know Golden Goal. We're good friends outside of it. So yeah, we've spoke about it. Doing some stuff together over the summer. So yeah, we'll get some stuff going. Hopefully hopefully get a little stream together. Little preview stream. I need to just get back on my own stream. Where's it gone? But yeah, I think that's the plan. But yeah, I'll reach out to FPL Chai. I'd never heard of him before you mentioned him. So yeah. FPL Chai was top 1K a few weeks ago. Wow. Okay, yeah. I'll drop him a message and yeah, just go from there really. Like that's what the community is about, isn't it really? It's reaching out to people, talking to different people as well. I mean, we've had FPL Harry in some of these streams. We've had obviously a few focal raids as well, which has been absolutely immense. So yeah, we'll definitely get something going with Golden Goal. I'll drop FPL Chai a follow, a message if he wants to connect. We'll have a chat. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Is Jake getting the sack? No, Jake is not getting the sack. Do not worry. Jake is here. Like, me and Jake have just got a good bond. Like, we always have. Like, first time we ever met in uni. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a story. Me and Jake met when he was 19 and I was 18. First year of university, me and Jake met. And, yeah, we just became really good friends after that. Lived together for 3 years. And then, like, we've gone our separate ways post-uni. He's gone back to his home. I went back to where I'm from as well. And then, yeah, like, we just stayed in contact. Just, like, we're just really good friends and stuff. And then when I started making, like, streams and stuff, there was only one man I wanted to go and do these streams with. It was Jake. It was Jake, to be honest. Like, we've just got a really good on-screen kind of connection and presence. And I hope that comes across in the streams. But, yeah, all good stuff. I have Gabriel, Van Heck, Gusto, Shaw, and Mooney's. What do I do? Jesus. All right, Van Heck and Shaw are probably the two I would prioritise getting rid of first. It might require a -4, but yeah. Help each other out, make content is why the FPL channels are awesome. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I definitely think we'll be doing some stuff with Golden Goal. But let's wait and see. Sheesh, Chai has fallen quite a bit in the rankings since the last time I seen him. Where's he down to now? I mean, this is the thing, like, rankings do matter and they don't matter. Like, you're not going to listen to someone who's not doing, like, overly well. But at the same time, if they're entertaining, which is where I hope that's why some of you guys subscribe to me, because I'm quite entertaining and quite informative at times, I hope. But yeah, I definitely think having a good rank probably would help this channel out a little bit more. Remember my words, Mbappe will destroy opinion. Dortmund. Reading like 2 chats has absolutely messed with my brain today. Okay, cool. Not going to happen, bro, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Keep the questions coming in, guys. We've got about an hour till the end of the deadline. So make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded. I think we're going to do my transfers that I suggested. Bum, bum, bum. FPL Take for the win. Who's FPL Take? See, these are all just people I'm learning about. FPL Take. Who's FPL Take? Do you mean FPL Talk? I'm guessing you mean Andy. I'm guessing you do. If you mean FPL Take, I'm so confused. Please tell me you mean FPL Talk. I hope you do. I hope you do. I hope you do, Shane. Gavardiol or Branthwaite as a replacement for Stones. I'd go Gavardiol with the double coming up. That'd be my advice on that one. Go for Gavardiol with the double coming up. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's see if we've got any early City news potentially, maybe. There might be something. Tom and Jade couple name. Aww. Hello Tom, how is it going? Hey Bashir, another channel member. I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Bruno playing. Apparently he's a major doubt according to Ten Hag. If someone sent me their team, it hasn't pulled through. I know Jokes Let's Do was asking me about his team, but it hasn't pulled through, mate. So if you want to send me that again, yeah, it's not pulled through. Nicola, I don't think I did this team earlier. They've got Onana, Maguire, Livramento, Hall, Palmer, De Bruyne, Foden, Garnacho, Son, Isak and Haaland. Jackson on the bench could be a little bit costly. I think with the expected data, I prefer to play Jackson over Garnacho. Just in my personal opinion. You can do whatever you want with my advice. If you want to take it, you want to take it. Here's my lineup. Ederson, Dalot, White, Gvardiol, Gordon, Palmer, Foden, Fernandes, Højlund, Isak, Jackson. What do I change? I'm not a big fan of Højlund. Bruno's a bit of a doubt for this weekend, as is Ederson as well. I'd prefer having Haaland in here. There's no Haaland. Get Højlund out, get Haaland in. Done. Bosh. If you need to save some money as well, I'd drop Fernandes down. But yeah. I'm a Dortmund fan? No, I'm not a Dortmund fan. I'm a Mansfield fan. I just like wearing Dortmund shirts, sorry. Cheers for the follow, Max White. Appreciate that one. Appreciate that one, man. Fair. Yeah, I also wear a lot of kits I probably shouldn't wear. I don't wear any Rivals kits, but yeah. Right, well, we're going to have to drop someone down then, aren't we? Who have you got kicking about on the bench for that to be a problem? I mean, you could drop Fernandes down to Garnacho. Yeah, FN's right. Haaland is a must. So yeah, I'd drop Foden down to Bruno down to Garnacho, and that should free up a lot of money for you. What do you think about Gruev from Leeds? I don't really have any opinions on him. No real opinions, I'm afraid. Nothing really kind of sticking out, to be honest. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Keep the likes coming in. Keep the subscriptions coming in. Like I said, your support is massively appreciated by me all the time. Do keep the votes coming in as well for the best captain poll for Game Week 36. Right, I think we're going to make the moves. I think we're going to bring in KDB. 8 Nori's going to go out. Right, we'll do the 8 Nori one first. So 8 Nori to Dan Burn. Let's do that one first. Bosh. Right, that's that one done. Bosh. And I'm going to stick the Haaland armband on. Vice Palmer. Save. Bosh. That's what we're working with at the moment. Well, yeah, I'd get rid of Ederson then, with him being a little bit of a doubt. I'd go and get a cheaper goalkeeper. I'd go and get Petrovic, who doubles next week. Best captain pick, I think if you're looking to kind of hold rank, probably Haaland. If you're looking to kind of go for a differential, KDB, Foden, Palmer, Isak, all really, really good shouts for this week. A -4, Porro to Gvardiol, probably not. Probably not. I don't think I'd do that one. Is wearing a Wolves top as a Villa fan sacrilegious? Yeah, I'd probably say so. I don't think you could do that one. Like, I'd never wear a Chesterfield or a Notts County shirt. Even a Forest shirt, I will not wear. Anyone else, I think's fine. Would you take a -4 to transfer Johnson for Bruno next week if Bruno is fit? Yeah, I'd do that. Is it worth a -8 though, man? Probably for Haaland, probably for next week as well, because he's probably going to be your captain as well. So yeah, I'd probably say it is, yeah. How to send my team? If you want your team, send in at FPLTom_. Leave it under my pinned tweet on Twitter. Drop me a follow on there as well. Sometimes it doesn't pull through and you need to follow me. But yeah, leave your team under there. That is the best thing you can do. Or if you want to just type it out into the TikTok chat, I can just read it there. And if I see it, I see it. That's the only one. Who to replace Shaw with? Probably Dan Burn if you're looking to keep the Newcastle link, or maybe Gvardiol, Kyle Walker from City. Best captain this week? Probably, like I said, it's probably going to be Haaland, Foden, Palmer, KDB, or Isak. But if you're looking to hold rank, probably going to be Haaland. Probably going to be Haaland this week. Garnacho or Eze to start? I probably would go with Garnacho. Eze is back, according to the manager, but still a little bit risky. Still a little bit risky. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Cheers for the follow, Ollie. Appreciate that one, man. Thoughts on McNeil as a differential? I think if I was to go for anyone from Everton, I probably would be quite hot on like Decore or maybe Branthwaite, Tarkowski, Pickford, or DCL if he's fully fit and available. Everyone else probably wouldn't give him any time of day. Do you think Foden really starts as he didn't play the last game? Yeah, it was down to illness, so I think he'll start. I think he'll start. I hope he starts anyway. Everton on the beach avoid? Maybe, but they've been in really good form. I know they got obviously secured the Premier League survival, so, you know. Has Van Heck been confirmed out for the season? Yeah, I believe so. I think I remember reading a quote from De Zerbi about that one. Salah or KDB as captain? Saka or KDB as captain? Both really, really good shouts. Let me take a look at predicted points. Saka above KDB by 0.1 point against Bournemouth at home. It is a very, very good fixture for Arsenal. They could do it exceptionally well. Could be a little bit of a differential captain as well. Not really seeing too many people quite hot on Saka. So, yeah, definitely one I would be looking to consider. So, if you're fancying it, go for it. Son or Jackson? I'd start Jackson over Son, in my personal opinion. Boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. What are your plans for the weekends, guys? What are you up to? You going to watch any games? Or are you just going to sit at home? Sit at home, watch the football. Let me know in the chat. Have you got any plans for the weekend? I am off to Garforth tomorrow to go and watch them get promoted, potentially. Out of, I think they're in the North West Counties League. So yeah, we're going to watch that tomorrow. We'll be filming as well. That'll be going out on the TikTok channel as well. We're going because Cafu used to play for them. Don't know if anyone remembers Cafu, but he used to play for Garforth Town. So we'll be going there. Why not? That's how I spend my Saturdays. But yeah, let me know your plans for this weekend, guys. What are you up to? Are you going to any games in particular? Dubravka for Pope from -4 next week. Yeah, it's probably going to be looking that way, isn't it? Especially if you're on the bench boost. Tempted to bring in Ben White, although he doesn't double. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Worried about going without Haaland this week, but the -4 will bite me in the ass. Is there any better way to cover? Watkins maybe? Own Isak already? It's a difficult one. It really, really is a difficult one because I think it could pay off longer term. Like, you've not got to just look at this week. You've got to look at next week as well with the Haaland one. That double could, you know, it could be massively worth the -4 you take to go and get him in. Bashir has said Onana or Areola. I would get I'd play Onana over Areola. Like, the gate is the most annoying thing ever. Oh! We've got it. We've got some people outside. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. They are locked out. Start the clock. 44 is the time I see on my laptop. They're giving it a good old tug here. So we're waiting to see what happens on that one. But yeah, this is the excitement you don't get on other FPL streams, is it really? People trying to break into the flats across the road. Oh, they're walking away. They're walking away. They gave it a good bash. Jokes, let's do. I tried to find your team, but it wasn't on the tweet. So yeah, prediction for tonight: 0-0. Fernandez out, Son out, Foden and KDB. I have no Haaland. Yeah, that could work off. That could pay off. Here we go. I think they've got a key now. I think. They're trying it. They're trying it. And he's done it. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Probably a minute max. Like, I was expecting some good entertainment here. But no, they have to go and ruin it. Right, let's go and check out some of the teams sent to me on Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. I haven't had any notifications come through. Here we go. Jokes, let's do. I know this is your team, mate. Areola, Doherty, Reguilon, Gabriel, Palmer, Havertz, Elise, Saka, Isak, Mateta, Watkins. Yeah, I think this looks good. Like, obviously no Haaland, which is a little bit of an issue. But, you know, on paper, these two Crystal Palace boys look quite bad. But this could really work out. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. It's not the most conventional team. You've gone with Saka with the armband as well, which is, you know, going against the template. But go for it. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. If anyone else has sent me their team as well, it hasn't pulled through, so maybe drop me a follow and that might work out. We'll be free hitting Haaland in next week for the double 1 minute 45 seconds. Record. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot you free hitting. Sorry, man. Yeah, I forgot you free hitting. Alright then, I probably wouldn't. I'd just gamble on this week then. Gamble on it. Hope that it pays off. That'd be my advice on that one. No worries, Jokes, let's do. No worries, man. Dot, thank you for the follow, man. Would you play Bruno or Eze? I'd play Eze. I always captain Saka, by the way. He's my favourite player. Well, let's hope it works out, man. It could be a big week for you. He could be a massive differential captain for this game week. So, yeah, I feel quite confident that one could pay off for you. That one could pay off quite nicely as well. I captain him versus Spurs, 24 points. Nice. Nice, man. I like that. I do like that. See, this is it. Sometimes going with the differential captain, sticking with that player does pay off more than, you know. I think that would be worth like an experiment. Like, if you've got a player who does pretty well all season, if you just left him as captain all season, how well would you do? Like, it would be a really interesting experiment. Where would you come in terms of rank? Doherty and Kelleher to Walker and Raya for a -4, worth it? Yeah, I think those moves would pay off. Havertz or Gordon to replace Diaz. Anthony Gordon has a pretty poor away record. I think he's only got 2 goals over the course of the season, so not a good away performer. Havertz is on fire, but obviously no double for them next weekend. The double for Newcastle is fire. It really, really is fit, so that's probably why I would be leaning more towards Anthony Gordon, to be honest. Palmer, Saka or Isak captain. I probably would be between Palmer and Saka. And with West Ham being the second worst defence in terms of expected goals conceded over the past 5 game weeks, I would be going for Palmer with the armband. Saka would be good because he returns quite often even when he's not performing. Yeah, I get that. I just want to see. Like, I feel that would be a really, really interesting experiment to do. Mateta to bench Solanke. As a transfer, I probably wouldn't be looking to bring him in, but I think you definitely could, you know, play Mateta this week. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I would probably play Mateta over Dominic Solanke this week. Palmer, Foden and Saka have been immense with returns this season. They really have. Like, it's a shame you're not allowed more than one FPL team because I definitely think that would be like a really cool experiment to see. I might put out a tweet and see if there's any like software that you can use to potentially compare that. Because I think it'd make quite an interesting video, or at least like a discussion point maybe in like the preview stream or something. Raya or Petrovic. I think you'd have to go with Petrovic. Good game this week. Double next week. Okay fixture in game week 38 as well. And then, but then on the flip side, Arsenal are the best defence in the league. So I think I'd still go Petrovic. Ooh, I'm on TikTok. Hey, Jake. How you doing, man? He's come to TikTok, has he? Marcus has sent me his team. Cool, man. We'll go and check that out. Thoughts on Watkins as a captain? I would be a little bit concerned with his minutes. He's also not a great performer. When's the deadline? Oh, Jake. It's 6:30, mate. 6:30. Get your team in. Get it locked. Cool. We've had some teams sent in. Let's have a look. Scott Underwood has sent me his. He's got Petrovic, Gabriel White, Pedporo, Gordon, Son, Palmer, Havertz, De Bruyne, Isak with the armband, and Watkins. Realistically, if I was to make a transfer, it probably would be Shaw for maybe Dan Burn. That probably would be the move that I would make, but I think you could realistically roll this week, take 2 into next week if you haven't already made a transfer, Scott. And then Tom, he's on Fantasy Football Fix, a really, really good website if you've not used that. This is his team: Onana, Gusto, Burn, Gabriel, Foden, Gordon, Fernandez, Palmer, Son, Haaland, and Isak. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Muniz can come in if Bruno doesn't play the game either. So, yeah, I think this team's looking pretty strong. If you need a transfer this week, it's probably going to be one of Van Heck or Aït-Nouri out. Looking at the doubles, probably a City defender would be wise this week. Maybe somebody like Gvardiol or Walker there, Tom. Those could do quite well for you. Gallagher. No, don't bring in Gallagher. He had his moment in the double game week. Not anymore. I already made one transfer. Tony to Isak. Nice. Then I think you're good there. I think you're good, Scott. What if Sanchez comes back, though? I think they'll stick with Petrovic till the end of the season, to be honest. I think they will. I think he's done pretty fine, to be honest. Start Solanke or Garnacho? I'd play Garnacho. I'd play Garnacho on that one. Saka, Palmer, Foden have accumulated a mind-boggling 629 points. It's pretty impressive. If you had them throughout the season, just like that, this is the thing. Like, I'd be really interested if you get all the right players and just don't touch your team for the remainder of the season. How well would you realistically do? Because those numbers are ridiculous. What is my world rank? It's about 180k, somewhere around there. So glad I avoided Brighton players. Yeah, they're proper stinky, aren't they? Hello, what do you recommend? I'm second with 35 points behind. Haaland or Isak captain? Depends what chips you've got to play on. Depends what your competitor in your mini league also has to play. But yeah, I think I'd stick with Haaland this week. And get you 35 points behind, but if he's not got any chips and you've got any chips left, maybe. I don't have any news on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jake, unfortunately. Did you get my team? I did not. If you want to drop me a follow on Twitter, that might work a little bit better. It's so close. Also, yeah, it's very, very close. I definitely think I might make a video on that over the summer. I think there is a what if machine on FPL Live where you can compare differential picks. RE Saka captain. Cool, thanks for that, FPL Shane. Well, this might make an interesting video. Is it a -8 worth it to bring in Haaland for Højlund, Edison to Petrovic, and Bruno to Garnacho? Yes, we went through this one. Yes. Matoma was in my game week 1 team. Such an unlucky season for him. Yeah, it's been riddled with injury, hasn't it, really? Like, he's a player who a lot of us did start the season with, and then now he's not even in people's minds. But realistically, this is the way that FPL goes and the way that football goes. You know, players come and go. Realistically, 12 months ago, did I think we'd be considering Cole Palmer as a captaincy option? No. So that's how much the game can change. Same with Anthony Gordon as well. Were we thinking he was going to be a long-term quality option? No. Only got a bench boost and he has a bench boost, so I need a differential. Is Isak captain this week now the way to go instead of Haaland? It could be. I prefer Palmer if you've got him, Nick, over Isak, but it's up to you. If you've got a feeling that Isak's going to do well and going to be the cool differential that brings home the glory, then go for it. But personally for me, I think Palmer is the better option. Who to bench between Gordon, Jackson and Watkins? I probably would be looking at Gordon with his poor away record. Haaland, Isak or Saka captain, all really good options. I think Saka's going massively under the radar, but I do think Haaland is the safe pick this week. He's the safe pick to go for if you want to kind of go for a steady Eddie pick for captaincy. Saka's that little bit spicy, and then same with Isak as well. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. We've got about 35 minutes till the deadline. We still are going to make our one other transfer. I'm just waiting to see if we get any other early team news. Haaland leading the way on the poll as well for the best captain for this week with 61% of the vote. But thing is, I'm chasing and 20.5 points behind. Imagine if Haaland blanks. Well, if he does, he does. But I can't see it. I don't think I can see him blanking for the next 3 weeks. Realistically, he's probably the best captaincy option next week. So, yeah. I don't think I'd do that. I don't think I'd do that. Riley Phillips. TikTok, YouTube, wherever you are, Riley. I've now got your team. It's been sent in to me. Flecken, Gavardio, Gabriel, Doherty, Saka, Gordon, Palmer, Foden, KDB, Watkins and Mateta. I think this is the team that someone was mentioning as well in the chat. Can't remember which chat it was where they said they were going for Foden and KDB because they couldn't get to Haaland. I really, really like this team. Minus Haaland, yeah, it is a little bit of a thing, but you know, we've seen how poor defensively Manchester United are. I like Saka as a little bit of a differential this week. I like the Palmer captain as well. Big fan of Foden and KDB. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of that team. If it had Haaland in there, it would be perfect. But that's as close as we're going to get. Jokes let's do is put Haaland as inevitable. He really is. He really, really is. Antonio or Bruno? I'd gamble on Bruno playing over going for Antonio. My personal opinion on that one. Oh, yeah. Oh. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. We'll try and answer as many as we can before the deadline. What is my rank? About 180k. What's your opinion? What, in your opinion, is the best FPL team in terms of just quality? Just quality, not like point scoring ability. I mean, that's a difficult question, isn't it, really? Like, quality? I don't really know how to answer that one. I really don't. Let me check now for you, Marcus, and I'll have a think on that question. Still nothing, mate. Still nothing. Nothing's picked up, I'm afraid. If you want to leave it in the chat, that might be the better thing to do. But yeah, still nothing, mate. It's not popped up on my Twitter at all. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Nothing has popped up there. Took a -8. If Højlund scores and Haaland blanks, you owe me big time. I owe you nothing. Let's not take the piss here, but I owe you nothing. All right. You chose to make that decision. You asked for my advice. I gave it you. That's it. That's as simple as it is. If it doesn't go your way, it doesn't go your way. If you want to come back in this chat and give me some stick, then I'm all for it. But like, just be prepared that I'm gonna come back to you as well. Like, it works both ways. If you're going to come into this chat and give me some lip, I will give you some lip very happily. It's your decision. Own it. If Højlund scores, Højlund scores. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Who to captain if I don't own Haaland? I probably would go for Palmer. Best differential this week? I mean, like, a lot of people are not kind of the, you know, Saka. He is quite high owned still, but could be a really, really good rank gainer for you this week. In terms of other players that could do well, in terms of their, like, differential ability, Chris Wood, maybe Morgan Gibbs-White. Someone like that. Don't say, no, not Darwin. Not Darwin. Darwin ain't a differential. Whenever Elise and Eze play together, expect returns. Such boilers, yeah. No, I'm not worried about Foden. He was just ill last week. I think he'll be back in the squad this week. If he doesn't, then it's all on the double, isn't it, really, to kind of justify that -4 I took for him. Darwin Hall incoming. It's going to happen now, isn't it? Fat Darwin Hall incoming. Of course, just put Darwin is rotting on my bench. Yeah. Yeah. He's Probably going to happen, isn't it, this week? Whoever's going to be the most sold player is going to absolutely slap. Hoyland going to get a hat-trick now because of you, bro. It would be just funny. It just would be funny. I'd just laugh. I genuinely would just laugh. Jokes, let's do. If you want to become a channel member, it's the little join button. So it will say like subscribe and then it will say like join next to it. If that doesn't work, then go to the channel and there'll be a join button on there. Here he is, Jake. Hello, Jake. How are you doing, mate? How are you doing? Hello, any team news? Bruno's a doubt. No update on Gusto. That's about all we got. Foden's back from his illness. Would you transfer out Watkins for Haaland for a -4? I mean, Watkins is a decent shout for this week. Brighton are pretty abysmal. But I get why you would want to be doing that, especially if you're going to captain Haaland this week. And if you need him for next week, he could be a really, really good option. So the -4 could be justified. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is a doubt for this week. That's what Eric Ten Hag said. What's your thoughts on triple Arsenal defence? I mean, someone's car just exploded going down the road. But yeah, obviously there's no doubles coming up for them, so I do think it is a little bit of a problem. Is it too risky to chase at 3-1-6-2 in the world? I probably would be holding. Like, that's a massively impressive rank. If I was ever that close, probably would be pretty happy with myself. So I'd probably just sit tight, make the sensible transfers, don't do anything too daft. Do I care about trying to win the world or win my mini leagues? I don't know. It's up to you, mate. Like, it's a very, very impressive ranking. You should be massively proud of that. Right, let's take a look at some teams then. I think we've had a few sent in. It's just Jake's. Branthwaite for Gusto. That's the move he's done. He's captaining Salah this week. He's going balls deep with that. Looking at other players. Could you do a -4 to a City defender? Or were you going to do Petrovic as well in goal? Petrovic to Neto because you bench boosted next week. I think that's the move we discussed. So yeah, either Petrovic there or Gvardiol in Jake. That's the move I'd do. Foden, Eze, Palmer, Saka, Jackson, Watkins, Isak starting. I think Son has to sit this one out. Yeah. Yeah, I probably would. I weigh 176 kg. How do I lose weight? 176 kg is mental, by the way. And if you want to lose weight, fast, exercise, reduce calories. Good shout, but watch Sanchez come back. Yeah, he probably will. Who cares at this point? Who cares? I think they'll keep Petrovic in goal for the remainder of the season, though. Like, he's not done anything disastrous, has he? Yeah, Tottenham really, really stink at the moment. Like, if they didn't have the double, I'd be so quick to get Son out of this team. Send my team in the chat. Cool. If you want to spam at me again, Marcus, because, like, I'm trying to do, like, 2 streams. So if you want to spam at me again, yeah, go for it. Would you start Son, Fernandes, or Jackson? I probably would start Jackson out of all of those. Van Dijk, a doubt, could be good for Son. Yeah, Van Dijk is a doubt for the weekend, so it could have a bearing on Son's impact. Who knows? If Arsenal had a good striker, everyone would have Odegaard in their team. Yeah, I wouldn't have like 0-calorie Coke. Let's not bully the guy, all right? Let's not bully the guy. Bruno or Son? I'd play Son with Bruno being a little bit of a doubt this weekend. Petrovic in. Love to see it, Jake. Hopefully it pays off, man. He's got the double next week as well. Works out for your bench boost as well, doesn't it? You could, theoretically, take a -8 this week. You could. You know, go and get Go and get someone tasty in there. Maybe Gvardiol for Steve. Maybe. I'm not against it. Pickford, Gabriel, White, Trent, Gordon, Palmer, Foden, Salah, Saka, Isak, Solanke. Okay. I mean, realistically, you probably want Haaland in here. You probably want to take Trent out, drop him down to maybe a Dan Burn, upgrade Solanke to Haaland if you've got the money for that. That -4 could pay off. Is Haaland nailed to start? Yeah, I think he'll start. I think he'll start, JS. Tom, which two would you play among Porro, Dunk and Maguire to partner with Gvardiol in a 3-4-3? I would play Maguire, and I think I'd play Dunk, to be honest. I'm really not a fan. Oh, What chips have you got left, Marcus? Odin is a crazy boy. He is a crazy boy out here, ladies and gentlemen, with his 3 girlfriends in Manchester. Bro. Brother's cooking. Brother is cooking. Hit me up, man. Teach me the secrets. How do I rizz up a lady? Let's say I'm on a night out. I'm a young man. I'm wearing my Dortmund top, right? How do I rizz up a young lady? All right. Hi. So I captain Havertz. Have fun all. Oh, good luck, man. Good luck. How you got any game week 38 targets booked in unless injuries? Nah, I probably will just like vibe it out. I'll vibe it out, to be honest. Okay, you've got no chips, so yeah, I probably do the move I suggested then there, Marcus. Odin, like, you know, if you're gonna make comments and allude to situations like that, you can get yourself out here. All right. I need that info. Bro, I'm gonna hold my hands up. Officer, I said nothing. Alright? Officer, I'm clean. Alright. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. We're just having some banter. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's just a joke. I want you to teach me. I want you to teach me. Come on, teach me the ways. How am I risen up a lady? Let's phrase it correctly. You know, you seem to be the master with your 3 girlfriends. We've gotta find out how you do it. How you do it, man. Hey Tristan, how's it going? I can't read that comment. Can't read that comment. That's a TikTok ban. That'd get me banned on TikTok if I read that one out. Hey Frank, we're sticking around. We're sticking around. People are trying to get me banned, but we're all good. We're all good. We're surviving, man. We're surviving. Drop Mateta, Son, or Gordon. I would probably drop Mateta. Are you a what? Best pickup line. Are you a Tesco? Because I want to call you. What? That makes no sense. I'm so confused. How old am I? I am 24 years old. I am 24 years old. I might not look it, but I am. I'm 24. Should I take a -4 from Solanke to Howland? Do you mean Haaland or Hoyland there, Kaftan? Because if it's the -4 for Højlund, no, I'm not for it. Moreno or Dubravka? I mean, neither are really good options. Who do you think is the best option to bring in or out? Ben White, Gvardiol and Walker. Probably the two City lads with a double coming up. Onana still trustable in 37. Yeah, he's going to be on mine. He's going to be on mine. Yeah, I'm keeping him. He just can sit on the bench. He picks up plenty of saves. Defensively, United aren't good, but he makes plenty of saves. Haaland captain? Yeah, that's right. 24 years old. Cold feet. Yeah. No way you thought I was 35. Come on, man. Come on. I look about 12. If I didn't have facial hair, it'd be about 12. Hey, Liam. How's it going, man? Worth a -4, Gusto to Cucurella. I'd wait and see. I'm not 100% sure. Like, we didn't get any confirmation on what the injury is for Gusto. So we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Captain Haaland or Isak? I would captain Haaland this week. João Pedro to Jackson? Yeah, I'd make that move. Alright, cheers for the top tips, man. I have both Gabriel and White in the 11 and Son on the bench. Should I bench Gabriel for Son? Nah, I don't think I would. I'd keep it as is, mate. We've got about 20 minutes till the deadline, guys. Keep your questions flowing in. It's been a little bit of a steady stream, hasn't it, today? Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Just a steady stream. Nothing out of the ordinary. Boom, 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 boom. Porro or Maguire to start? I would start Maguire this week. Salah and Muniz out for Havertz and Walker or De Bruyne and White. Ooh, I prefer the De Bruyne and White one, in my personal opinion. That's probably the better one. That is probably the better one to go for, to be honest. Shaw to Burn. Yep, I'm a fan of that. You obviously went for the Newcastle defence because of their strong fixtures. You've gone for Dan Burn. I get it. I'm all for that. Thoughts on benching Salah over Garnacho, Solanke, Watkins, Palmer and Foden? Nah, I think I'd start Salah, to be honest. He's got quite a good record against Tottenham if I was going to keep him this week. If I was going to keep Salah, I probably would play him this week. That would be my advice on that one, mate. Do keep your questions coming in. Over who? Ooh, probably over Solanke, mate. Over Solanke, I would. Solanke or Garnacho would probably be the ones, yeah, that I'd definitely start him over. Keep your questions coming in, guys. Got about 50 minutes or so till the deadline. We'll see if we can try and get maybe some early team news. All right, cheers, man. Been watching for about an hour. About a year now. Oh, I thought you said an hour. A year. Well, I appreciate that one, man. Yeah, thank you. I really, really do appreciate that. We're, continuing. We've had a pretty good season. There's going to be some Euro content. There's going to be plenty of TikTok content coming down the line as well. So I do appreciate it, man. Hopefully you want to stick around. Hopefully we can get some more people kicking around in these streams. All good stuff. Who's a good defender to bring in? I already have Saliba, White and Zabania. I mean, Branthwaite's an okay one. Dan Burns a pretty good option as well. Porro. Looking forward to it. That's what we love to see. Would you start Pickford or Petrovic this week? I would probably go... I think I'd go with Petrovic. Do you think a Premier League side will sign Ronnie Pickering? Nice shirt, my friend. Oh well, I've got this sexy date later, so want to impress them. Rock up in the old '88 Dortmund shirt. Oof, You know, is it worth having Grealish, Foden, and Grealish, or which other City player? Ronnie Cupboard, not Ronnie Pickering. You love to see it, man. Hey Tom, would you bench Son or Jackson this week? I'd bench Son, mate. Worth a -4, Maddison to Foden. Yeah, I probably would. Bench Eze or Mateta. I probably would bench Mateta. I'm surprised at how many clean sheets Everton have kept. Me too. It's Sean Dyche though, isn't it, really? Opinions on the mighty Chelsea? No real opinions. I meant Haaland, Foden and Grealish. I probably would prefer a defender or KDB over Grealish. Eze or Bailey, I'd go with Eze. Is Calvert-Lewin starting? I haven't seen anything. Let me just quickly check draft time for you. Give me a second. Let's have a look if he's in the predicted lineups. He is not. He is not in the predicted lineups. So yeah, I don't think he is. Don't think he is. Best City defender, probably Walker or Gvardiol. Probably would be the two that you'd have to go for. Okay, have fun all. The moves are for game week 37. Already did a -8. Well, good luck to you, man. Play Maddison or Solanke. I probably would play Solanke. He's got a pretty good goal record this season. Maddison is nowhere near the pace, is he? Doing a -4 for a double game week, but need to wait last day / conference. Okay. Solanke, I have double Arsenal defenders. What should I do? That'd be fine. That'd be fine. Saka or Haaland captain. I think both are really good options this week, but I probably would be going for Haaland. Do you think Palmer should win PFA Player of the Year? He should be very much up there. Definitely a candidate for it. But obviously he's won no kind of accolades with Chelsea. So I feel like it's probably going to go to whoever wins the Premier League. I feel like a defender from Arsenal would be a really, really good shout. Saliba or Gabriel could definitely be contenders for it. I know it's not the glamorous picks, but if they're going to win the league with the best defence, have to be nominated. Have to be nominated. If City go and win it, probably somebody like Phil Foden. Hey Robert, welcome to the stream. Should I do Shaw and Garnacho out for KDB, Gabriel -4, or just Van Heck to Gabriel, no hit, likes KDB is going to outscore Garnacho next 3? I do the hit, but that's just because I want to get KDB in my own team. No worries, man. That's what we're here for. League goes to the last week, hopefully. Yeah, it would be tasty if it goes down all the way down to the final game. I think we might do a watch along as well for the final game. Any clean sheet predictions? Yeah, I can get them up for you. Give me a second. That one. Clean sheet percentage. Here we go. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. City atop. Then it's Arsenal, Forest, Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Everton, Luton, Aston Villa. Then it's Brighton, Fulham, Man United, Burnley, Sheffield United, West Ham, Bournemouth, Tottenham. And down the bottom, Wolves. 5%. Yeah. Bro's going to be physically dying trying to keep with every match. Yeah, it will be a task. It will be a task, but we'll give it a bash. We'll have some fun with it. Like, yeah, I've got some cool stuff planned for the final deadline. Then we will probably do the watch along, and then there'll probably be like the award show right after, all in one day. I reckon we're going to bash it out, me and Jake. So yeah. Garnacho to Foden for a hit. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Johnson to Foden / KDB or Garnacho out. Already have Bruno. Then I'll get Garnacho out if you've already got Bruno. Thoughts on taking a -4 to bring in Haaland for Muniz? Yeah, more for that one. Onana, Petrovic, Livramento, Hall, VVV. I already did this team. Worth a risk of a team? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about... Virgil van Dijk is injured, so he would be one that I would be looking to get rid of. Livramento and Hall. Trippier is back in training next week. No leaks. No leaks. No leaks at the moment. Who's the best City defender? Probably Gvardiol or Walker. But yeah, no leaks. And we're going to make the change that I think I was always going to make. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's take the -4. Bye. Bosh. No budget to play with next week, but that's fine. We've done it. We've done it. There we go. If we get news from FPL Tony now that bloody KDB's benched. But yeah, we've done it. We've gone with it. We've got KDB, we've got Foden, we've got Haaland. We're going strong on the City attacks. Hopefully it pays off. Let's wait and see. We took a -4 this week. Burn and KDB in. Garnacho and 8 Nori out. That's how we're looking. Sets the midfield up very, very nicely for next week. I think it's worth the -4 in my personal opinion. That team is looking pretty filthy. I can't lie. That team is looking absolutely fire. Especially for the double next week. All the midfielders there double. 2 forwards double as well. Burn doubles, Petrovic doubles, Onana doubles, Ped Porro doubles. Branthwaite's got Sheffield United. If Gusto's fit and available, that's really good as well. It means realistically we've got Solanke and Gabriel that won't double if Gusto is fit. So, yeah. And then next week we can just bring in whoever we want in terms of forwards. And then if Gabriel, you know, we could easily switch that up for another defender somewhere. But I think I might just play him next week anyway. But that's looking pretty strong, I can't lie. It's looking pretty fire. I mean, realistically, in terms of the forwards, it's slim pickings, isn't it? It really, really is slim pickings. He would have been in my team every week if he didn't get injured. Yeah, 100%. He'd definitely be one for next season, won't he? Jury and Timber. Who's my captain? I've gone with Haaland for captain this week. We've taken a -4 as well. KDB in, Dan Burn in. So yeah, we've got about 8 minutes till the deadline, guys. Make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded for Game Week 36. If you have enjoyed any of the content you've seen either on the TikTok or the YouTube channel as well, be sure to drop us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's worth it. In that case, bench Johnson or Solanke. I'd bench Johnson. Take a -4, Eze to Foden. I'm not 100% keen on that one. Not 100% keen on that one. I think United being the worst defence over the past 5 game weeks in terms of XG conceded, I'd be a little bit sceptical about it. A little bit sceptical. Bum 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 bum. Dum bum bum. I think Trossard is a good differential. He's a starter now. Yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned. He does get rotated quite a bit, doesn't he? He does get rotated quite a bit. About 7 minutes till the deadline, guys. Like I said, make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded for this double game week. I will be shooting off probably straight afterwards unless we get, like, if we get raided, we get raided, and that's pretty cool. But if we don't, then I'll probably be shooting off. Like I said, I'm going to the cinema tonight. We're going to go and watch Fall Guy, the new Ryan Gosling film. So, yeah, we'll see how that one goes. Big Ryan Gosling fan. Apparently, it's a really funny film. So, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Last one, Foden/KDB. I mean, I've got both, but I think KDB is the slightly safer option. So, yeah. Elise to Palmer for free or nah? Oh, yeah, I'd be up for that. I'd go for that one, Jokes Let's Do. If you can get to that for free, go for it. Like West Ham are 19th for XG conceded over the past 5 game weeks. So, yeah, I'd go for that. I'd go for a Kanji on that one as well. I meant Foden. Ah, okay. I'm a little bit more sceptical on that one because I think Palace will do quite well against Manchester United. With Foden being ill, I am a little bit concerned that he might see reduced minutes. But if you can, I mean, it sets it up really, really nicely for next week as well. Gives you a quality doubler, so the longer term it might pay off. But I do just have a little bit of a feeling that Palace might get a positive result this weekend. But you do you, man. If you feel that Foden will outscore Elise over the next few, then go for it. Because I think he will. But realistically, this week, I feel Elise could outscore Palmer. Bum, bum, bum. Best captain, I think it is Haaland. Yeah. Like I said, I think this is the thing, right? I think it will be, if he's not fully like there and ready, they're not going to play him, are they? So I think stick with Elise this week, and I think longer term, the Foden move will pay off. Short term, I reckon Elise might outscore him this week. Might do. Maybe. We'll wait and see on that one. We'll wait and see on that one. Dun, 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 dun. 5 minutes till the deadline, guys. Make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded ahead of Game Week 36. Like I said, massively appreciate everybody's support throughout the course of this season. It's been absolutely immense. And, yeah. Last minute jitters, Tom. Garnacho to Havertz for a -4. Am I crazy? I think you're crazy. Obviously, remember, there's no double next week for Arsenal, so I'd stick with Garnacho. Again, longer term, I think the Garnacho move will pay off. I'm a Chesterfield fan, but Mansfield have had a good season. Well done. So have you guys. So you know what? You're the first Chesterfield fan who's come into the stream and said nice things. So, you know, congratulations on your promotion, guys. Welcome back to the Football League. You know, you've not called me a scab, so I'll give you the respect. Slanky to Jackson for a -4. Yeah, I think that one could pay off longer term. So I'd do that move. I would do that move. No worries, off-core, man. No worries. I'm also a Spirite and I like you, but I can't say anything nicer than that. Sorry. Put football differences aside. We're all nice people here. Jensen said best captain. I think it is Haaland this week. If you're looking for a differential, Saka, Palmer, KDB, Isak, Foden are all your ones. Sell VVD for a -4. Semenyo first bench currently. Yeah, I probably would. If I could get a City defender in, I think that might be worth a little pickup. Start White or Gabriel. I mean, both are really good options. Why not start both? It's a good fixture this week. Arsenal, one of the top teams for predicted clean sheet this week as well. So yeah, I'd probably go both. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. We've got about 3 minutes till the deadline. Hello, nice stream. What do you think about Ake as a differential? I don't know if he's been playing or not recently. Let me just get it up for you. Ruben Diaz, remember, is back. I think I would prefer Gvardiol or Walker over both of them. Just with Ake, Diaz has missed the last few games through illness rather than it being an injury. So we might see Ake. Yeah, Ake's played the last two. So I reckon with Diaz being back in contention, that could risk Ake's minutes. So I think I would go for preferably Walker or Gvardiol. Favourite Scottish team? It's got to be Stenhousemuir. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Opinions on Saka captain? I do rate it. I think it could pay off. Could do really well this week. Yeah, could be a good one. Favourite Scottish team? I don't think I've ever had that. Usually I just get Selk or Rangers. Best differential captain? Probably going to be somebody like Cole Palmer, KDB, Foden or Isak this week if you're looking for a differential. Keep your questions coming in, guys. Keep them flowing. Like I said, we've got about probably, I'd say about a minute and a half till the deadline closes. So, like I said, make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded. As always, there will be plenty of content coming out on the YouTube channel over the weekend, as will there be the TikTok. We're going to do a review of this shirt. The reasons why will be clear in the video. That will be out on TikTok. We're going to Garforth tomorrow. That will be out on the TikTok as well next week. We're also going to Gothenburg or Gothenburg, however you want to pronounce it, in June. So that will be out on the TikTok as well. Plenty more stuff coming out on the TikTok over the summer. We've also got the final few weeks of fantasy football, obviously, with the Premier League. So we'll be doing streams, preview streams, plenty of videos, free hits, transfers, all that good stuff will be out on the YouTube channel, as well as Euro Fantasy as well. I've started planning for that as well. So we will be doing streams, videos, all that good stuff over the summer. And then we'll be launching, obviously, next season, the 24-25 season of fantasy football as well. So plenty of good content coming up on the channel. Like I said, if you are, new around here, you want to hit that subscribe button, it would be massively appreciated by me. as always. And we've had one final question. Isak or Palmer captain? I'd be slightly more edging towards Palmer. But yeah, that's probably going to be the final question I can answer before the deadline does pass, because it is about to just strike half past. So yeah, make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded, guys. Make sure you're getting your teams locked and loaded. And yeah, thank you very much for a very positive stream. I can't lie. It has just struck half past, so I imagine that will be the end of the deadline. Let's have a look. Yep, there we go. The deadline has closed, so make sure you have got your team already locked and loaded. Or, well, there's not too much you can do with it now because it has already gone. So hopefully you did get everything in order, all that good stuff. Oof! Jensen says he's benched Foden. Now that's a tasty one, that, man. That is a tasty one. You've benched Foden. What? Okay. Explain yourself, Jensen. Explain yourself. You got to explain yourself on that one, man. You got to explain yourself. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Differential captain Elise. I mean, the deadline's already passed, but it could have been a decent option. Bench Foden, balls of steel. Of course, got it right, man. Big balls of steel, hasn't he? Mitchell instead United are shit. Oof, it's a big one, man. It is a big one. And I'm a Wolves fan. Fair enough. If you're a Wolves fan, you obviously don't want to have one of those players score against you. So hopefully it works out, man. Hopefully it does. Hopefully so. Of course, locked in. Yeah, guys, thank you, like I said, for everyone in today's stream. Massive, good luck to everyone. Hopefully all your decisions do pay off if you took a hefty minus. I took my second -4 in 2 weeks. So hopefully the decision does pay off. That's what we can hope for. Hopefully it does pay off. It all works out for the best. Everyone's happy. Everyone wins. But realistically, it's probably not going to work out like that, is it? Probably not. Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Some shirt that fat is. It's so nice, isn't it? The Dortmund 88 shirt. It's ridiculous. It's a very it's a very, very clean quality shirt. I can't complain. I really, really can't complain. See you after the Foden blanks, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. No worries off call, man. No worries off call, mate. Massively appreciate everything, Massively appreciate everything. But yeah, I think we're going to pretty much leave it there, to be honest, guys. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else kind of kicking about in terms of the deadline. So we're probably going to leave it there. And yeah, we'll be back soon. It's hard not to convince yourself Lewis Potter. Keen Lewis Potter will outscore Haaland sometimes. Well, we'll wait and see on that one, man. But yeah, thank you guys. Massively appreciate everyone who's been in today's stream. Like I said, we will be continuing throughout the duration of the remainder of the season. So yeah, good stuff, guys. Lots of love from me as always. And the main one, good luck this game week.